Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my Fire Emblem Engage playthrough. Second playthrough, actually. And this time around, I don't have Alex join me, I have Crystal join me.
Hi there.
So, yeah, so you guys may be wondering what's going to be different about this playthrough. Well, if you guys have been watching my videos recently, you guys know that this is going to be a ranked playthrough where we rank the units of the game because, as you can see, I have put in a lot of hours into. Nope, that's my friend's profile. A lot of hours into Engage. I've done extensive research on the maps and characters. Yes, my profile is pictures, Rosado, deal with it.
I mean, mine is grist, so I'm not gonna do it's
Yeah,
literally grist.
yeah. I
I
like the
have
illusion.
240 hours on it.
Yeah, you don't check this?
I I didn't check it recently.
Oh, no, but I have almost double your hours.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So me and Crystal, I think we have a pretty good idea of how we're going to be ranking the characters. But what's also different about this playthrough is that we're going to be ranking the emblems. And Crystal, I told you about how we're going to be ranking the emblems, right?
Yes.
I'm not going to tell them yet, but when we get
Hmm.
access to the ring chamber, that's when we're going to begin ranking the emblem rings and how,
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
we're going to be doing the DLC. We're not going to be doing the Fell Zero. I'm going to do it on my own time and we're going to rate the characters from there, but I'm not going to use them because most of them are bad, in my opinion. Gregory. But
No, I love Gregory. Don't even.
when we get to him, I'll let you go first.
All
And
right.
I've also like already got my like roster set. Crystal, we're gonna be using Diema. I am really hoping this
Yes.
motherfucker, however we use it, I'm gonna leave everything to you. How we make this
Amazing.
dude viable. And
Amazing.
also, Alex, I unfortunately allowed him to pick three characters that we're going to be using. I was going to limit it to one, and I knew it was going to be Alfred, but I let him do three. And the three picks characters he picked, well, we'll talk about them when we get them. But that's basically what's going to be different. We're going to be ranking the characters. We're also going to be ranking the emblems. So I hope you guys are all looking forward to it. And we're going to also be like, let's just get into it. I'll like
All
discuss
right.
more as we go. Also, just a disclaimer, I'm not gonna be perfect at this game just because I put a lot of time and effort into this game. I'm maddening and hard. Don't expect me to like do this with no deaths.
Mood. It's like, yeah, oh my God, I've played League of Legends for a long time. That doesn't mean I'm good at it.
Mhm. Same with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh my God, wait. First
Oh,
time I played League was 10 years ago. 10 years ago? Oh my God.
I swear this opening. I don't know why, but I always feel compelled to watch whenever I start the game.
I know. Okay, I actually hate the song, but I also love it.
Oh, I love the song, and I love the opening too.
I think the animation is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So how many lords are we using? We're most likely gonna be using like two of these lords.
Mhm.
Alfred, my boy Diamant, even though it's hard to use him, my boy right there.
I love Diamond, man.
Like I love his design. His armor looks like it's made out of like dragons.
I know, it's so cool.
Like seriously, he's summoning fire from the ground.
I know.
Fire Emblem. Engage.
Okay, thank you, Tamara. That's
Hey,
possibly
Tamara.
that's gonna be the only like voice acting we hear from her for a while.
That true, yeah.
So first things first, we're gonna pick an avatar. I did my first playthrough with male, but Alir, and personally, I do like male Alir's voice acting better than female Alir.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do
Go
female
for it.
Alir because that's like if I did my first playthrough with male, I feel like I should do my second playthrough with female. So obviously, I've already picked out a name for for this avatar. I could have named it something else.
Oh
but...
my god.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. So
I thought you were actually gonna do it. At first, I thought you were gonna do H money, and I was like, damn,
no,
love that.
this is the. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. All serious note, we're gonna go with the avatar name that I did for my 3 Houses playthrough, which was Roxie. I actually had to go back and watch my video because I didn't know if it was spelled with IE or with the Y actually. So yeah, Roxie Moxie is going to be our avatar. And birthday.
Oh my god, I forgot about Roxie Moxie. No.
You know what? We'll actually put the birthday because let me see. Crystal, will you be free tomorrow or like the next day?
Yeah.
All right, now let's do it for May 19th, so that way I can show off when
Sounds
what happens
good.
when you get the birthdays. We're gonna be manning again. I really wish I did my first playthrough on hard because I actually regrets because. But the thing is though, we're gonna be using different units for my first playthrough, so I think it's kind of warranted. And we're gonna be in classic, obviously. Growth.
Awesome.
So Crystal, on your first playthrough, your growth type is fixed, right?
Yeah, the first playthrough, it's fixed automatically, and then after you clear the game once, then you can choose it like this.
So I actually do think this is also warranted because we're doing random, and plus I feel like that's how you should play Fire Emblem with it being random.
I agree.
And we're not going to be using the online features because I stopped paying that subscription.
Mood.
I have no use for it. I'm going to check how people did, I'm going to check what they used their units on what map. I'm sorry if you hear me opening up a bottle of Pepsi. Fitting, I know.
Pepsi.
Almost time.
I don't know why they start off with this cutscene, because this cutscene never comes into play later on.
This doesn't make sense to me. Is this supposed to be 1,000 years ago?
I don't think so, because, these guys aren't dragons.
We won't lose. Not today.
God, I really hope Alpha's gonna be good in this place.
Me too. I've tried to use him before, and he's just never gotten off the ground. But I love him.
Wait, you love using him? He's never able to.
I love his character. I love him, but I just.
Oh, people hate him actually because he's just he just worships the avatar. I'm glad that he's that.
So funny.
I mean, it is kind of funny, but still, I kind of wish that the avatar worship was toned down a little bit in this game.
A little bit, yeah.
I get it, we're a deity, but do you really Pandreo? I feel is understandable because
Let's go.
He's a priest.
Yes.
One last battle and the war will be over. The others fought hard to clear a path for us. We can't let them down.
You're here at your end. This place will be your tomb.
Alright, rout the enemy, and as Roxy is defeated, it's a game over. So before we begin, obviously I have to...
Move in. I'll remain by your side.
Yeah, obviously let me go to the settings, because I do want to add some stuff. So combat animations on, staff and dance animations on, engage animations on all the time. Yeah, whenever, in case you guys are new, whenever me and Alex did this, we did Emblem engage. Yes, expect me to do that here.
Amazing.
Control style direct. I do think it's easier. HP gauge is on. Grid visibility off. I don't understand. Grid visibility, I've never liked it because it breaks the immersion for the game. Additional infocom configuration type mini map. I do like it to be small. Large, I switched it to small halfway through my playthrough because it kind of like got in the way of me like.
It blocks things.
Yeah, like seriously, like look at no wait, damn it, I actually said to hide. Like look at this. No, God. There. Like look at this. Look how large. Like it's not that large because this map is too small, but in later maps when the maps get bigger, it blocks like a lot of the screen.
Jeez, I can't imagine that. Like,
Toggle small. Like in Three Houses.
What's a big map?
In this game.
Yeah.
I would like to say the map where you face Vale for the final time. Or like Roy's Paralog.
Soren's Paralog? Oh my god.
Oh god, that map.
I hate Soren's Paralog.
I do like to turn up the sound a bit. If I do want to turn up
Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem.
Oh, okay.
Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem.
I actually forgot to say that whenever you increase the volume. If I want to like, add the volume myself, I can just do that through my my toaster naturally.
All right.
You have no hope of defeating me, not even with your emblem.
I don't know, dude. This emblem's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's within reach now. We can strike.
I don't know if it's actually possible to lose this fight.
Does it force you to engage?
To die here
No,
was
the thing
ever
is though,
your
I
destiny.
can't engage yet because
The rings are mine.
Yeah, but later.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because he can kill you, I think.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's possible to lose this fight. I mean, unless you. I mean, when it's our turn, I'll see if we can wait because
You're right.
This isn't like the Valadar fight because Valadar faces you on player phase one.
It's time. Engage.
Yep, the engage mirror. Whenever your engage mirror is full, you can engage and you'll be able to get a bunch of abilities. We'll talk about all this stuff obviously when the game. Yeah, you can't wait actually. So yeah, you can't lose this fight.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah. You don't need to tell me who this guy is. Like, I know who this guy is. You don't need to replay one of the question marks. Weirdly enough, his divine speed skill isn't here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
The time has come.
Now,
As one. Emblem engage!
Engaged!
Alex actually thought for the first time when he saw us that this animation plays every single time.
No.
Like, seriously, this cutscene.
It would not be able to.
we are now connected and can unleash a powerful attack. Together.
Yep, engage attack, Lodestar Rush. Yeah, this is a pretty this is like one of the most broken abilities that you can get.
It is.
And honestly, it doesn't matter what you do. Like Falchion, I'm gonna do it because it feels fitting.
Fate has
But you
brought
can
us.
kill with the liberation
Foolish. You have nothing to celebrate. You are weakness itself. You will never defeat me.
if you say so. Alright, ladies.
I know, didn't we just do that though?
Yeah.
Like,
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first map cleared. Thank you all so much for watching. We beat the final boss. We'll see you in the next playthrough. Oh my god.
that's true, we beat the final boss.
So yeah, Crystal, we're also gonna be we're gonna rate Roxie / Alear and Vander. I like to do that when we actually have like other units to talk about. We didn't do it here because it's the prologue premonition.
Right.
But we're gonna do that in the next chapter, and also Crystal, we're gonna be guessing the MVP like we always do.
Oh, awesome.
And I'm actually gonna stay on top of it this time around. I didn't do it with Alex because I tried to, but I didn't know
Thanks
how
to
like
you,
it
this
worked in
world
this
is
game.
saved, and my work here is complete. Know that I will always be with you, and that we will stand together again, as we did this day. If ever we cross paths again, I hope you will remember me. Indeed, that you will remember all of us who took up arms to fight by your side, the 12 emblems.
See, that's what I don't get. Like, it tells you to remember him, but if none of that actually like, did that happen? Did it not happen?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we don't know. Like, was there a time when we actually like fought? I feel like it's like a memory that's like, you know that scene where it's like fire all around us.
Yeah.
I feel like
Oh, yeah.
it's like a warped memory of that.
Huh?
That's what I initially thought. But
You're
then,
seeing
for some reason, like they showed the other lords, so it's like, what the hell happened?
Right, that's what I don't get, is the other lords.
And you are? You're awake! You're really awake, yeah?
You're the Divine Dragon!
No way!
No way.
No way!
Oh god, here it comes.
Oh, no.
The Divine Dragon is finally awake!
Hey, hold on!
Yeah, expect me to like, expect it to be a lot of cringe if you're new here.
Yeah. That moment right there just ruined the immersion I had in the game the first time I played it. I was like, what the hell?
Oh god, when
Why-
Clan
what
and
did I
Frem C
buy?
support, have you seen their C support?
Yes.
Calm down,
God.
calm down, you two. What's all of this ruckus about?
I love Vander's like armor sounds when he like walks into the scene.
Huh?
Divine Dragon.
Can you actually imagine if I named her Hentai?
Oh my god.
The Divine Dragon
hentai.
Hentai from Lethos.
It's a miracle. An utter miracle. The Divine One awake at long last.
Divine one of
That I might live to see you standing before me. What an honor.
Not to be rude, but who are you?
Ah, apologies. I lost myself for a moment there. My name is Vander. I am the 32nd Steward of the Dragon.
Hello, Sir Vander.
Oh, my Divine One. There is no need to address me as such. Simply Vander will do.
See? I told you the Divine Dragon was awake.
Yeah, we were telling the truth.
You two, I don't believe I got your names.
Oh, sorry. We were so excited we forgot to introduce ourselves. We're the 33rd Stewards of the Dragon. My name's Clan. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Fram. We're twins. We've been waiting forever for you to wake up.
As stewards of the dragon, our mission is to protect and provide for you. Generation after generation of our predecessors waited for you to rise from your slumber. I'll admit, I am astonished to see it has finally happened. You see, 1,000 years have passed since the first steward took their post.
1,000 years? That's how long I've been asleep?
Indeed. Your mother, Lumera, the Divine Dragon Monarch, has long awaited this day. Finally, you, a Divine Dragon yourself, have awakened. This surely signifies great things.
Oh, slow down. This monarch you mentioned, she's my mother? And I'm a divine dragon, you called it?
Oh, dear. Is your memory hazy, Divine One?
I know my name, but that's about it.
You can't remember anything else?
Maybe you're just feeling groggy because of all that sleep. But I don't even know who I am.
Fret not. Such lapses in memory are to be expected after sleeping for so long. If I may, you are a divine dragon, a member of a royal family of dragons revered as deities. Queen Lumera, the divine dragon monarch, rules over the holy land of Lethos. In the war 1,000 years ago, she defeated and imprisoned the wicked, fell dragon. You, Divine One, are her only child.
The war? The fell dragon? Oh, I feel like I can almost remember, but...
Please, do not trouble yourself trying to bring it all back at once. Your memories will return in time. You are a being of immense power, A deity, no less.
Thank you.
I have heard many a tale of your kindness, nobility, and bravery. Your unflinching heroism.
That's a lot to live up to.
For now, let us head to Lethos Castle. Queen Lumera will be thrilled to see you. Perhaps the reunion will help stir your memories.
I hope so.
Okay then. Onward and downward.
To Lethos Bowl!
Oh god, this scene is coming up next. Oh god, I gotta prepare myself.
This.
Okay.
All this time, I've been sleeping in the sky?
You have, yes. The place where you slumbered is known as the Somniel, a fortress built upon an airborne island to ensure your safety. It is perhaps the most secure place in all of Helios. Only a select few can set foot there.
Oh, I see. And you three live there with me.
Yep. As stewards, we spend our time caring for you. And managing things around the Somniel. It's a sacred place, so we work as hard as we can to keep it shipshape.
Royal family members visit us all the time. Well, visit you, really. The Prince and Princess of Firene, a deeply religious country, visit especially often.
They pray next to you, like this. Then they just talk for a while, like they're chatting to a friend.
I see.
Here it comes.
Thanks for filling me in, Fram. You too, Clan.
Oh god.
The Divine One said our names! And thanked us!
I think I'm going to faint! Unless I already did.
Mm.
Am I dreaming?
Need I remind you
Oh
that
my
you are in the
God.
presence of the Divine
Thank you,
Dragon?
Vander.
How many times must I tell you to behave in a manner befitting your station? Divine One, please, forgive this embarrassing breach of decorum.
Breach of decorum? I'm actually enjoying her enthusiasm.
I'm not.
Same.
You're just as kind-hearted as I always imagined.
Oh, look! There it is!
Lethos Castle. The Divine Dragon Monarch is there, you said?
Yes, I suppose 1,000 years have passed since you've been home.
Don't worry. We'll be right there with you.
You can hold my hand if you like.
I don't want to.
No.
Thank you.
Yes,
How
expected.
long have I been wearing this ring? Since before I fell asleep? That blue stone. It reminds me of something.
What are those horrible things?
Vander, are creatures like that common around here?
They're not. I've never seen them. Nor have I heard of such monsters appearing in Lethos before. This is a land of peace.
Understood. Well,
Shall we fight them? As you wish, Divine One. You whose bravery knows no equal.
no, let's not.
Coward.
Huh?
We haven't the slightest idea who they are, and we don't know how they came to be here. Also, they worry me for some reason. So, we run.
Well, did the Divine Dragon really command me to retreat?
Okay, get to safety.
We'll keep them distracted for
Dude,
you.
you guys can't kill anything. I swear.
What the? Come back! Come back this instant!
And this is so stupid. Like, seriously, he drops his fire tome.
Oh no!
This isn't looking good.
And Fram only has her staff like, no, go punch the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Hold on! We shall come to you!
Vander!
Divine One, stay back. It's too dangerous.
Clan and Fram were trying to protect me. I have to help them. I take back what I said. This is no time to run. Please, let me fight.
All right, but stay on your guard.
I will.
Alright. It's time to finally begin the actual first real
Alright.
map.
What are these creatures doing in Lethos?
And yeah, it is actually possible to lose you know, a leer on this map if you're not careful.
We had best use the foliage to take cover.
Mhm. Yeah, like I've actually like tried like doing it without the thicket. You can actually lose her if they're not in the thicket or well placed. So I guess we
Yeah,
might
I
as well
could see
start
it.
with the avatar, Aaliyah or Roxie in this case. Roxie is a dragon child. This is a class unique to her. She comes with her personal skill, Divinely Inspiring. In case you guys don't know, I actually thought this was a new personal skill, but this is actually a ripoff of Camilla's personal skill, which is called Rose's Thorns.
Yep.
She comes with an Iron Sword, a Vulnerary, and a build of 4, which I have got to say, that is awful. Like, you get weighed down a point by an Iron Sword. That is
an
really
Iron Sword of all things.
awful. Growth rates wise, I actually have her growth rates, and actually they're combined with her class because every class gives personal growth rates as well as the unit has their own growth rates. She's very fast. Has good speed and good defense. Her strength is 45, which I am sorry, but this is gotta be wrong because I have tried using her every time, but my God, like the most recent like a leer I've had like 31 speed, which was pretty good, and 21 strength. That is god awful. Like seriously, like it is so hard to this avatar is very hard to use. I don't know why, but like every avatar up until like this game has been godlike, but for some reason this one isn't. Like I'm sorry, like this one is not a good like incarnation of an avatar. And
Yeah, this is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, this is the worst Lord / main character / avatar that we've had in a long time.
Worst avatar, like seriously, Lord. Trust me, there are plenty who can take that one. But
yeah,
as far as avatars go, this has got to be the worst one in terms of unit-wise. Character-wise, I'll talk about that like whenever like stuff like that comes up. But I have to say though, like I am very underwhelmed. I usually stick her with the Dragon type class because she actually loses out on Dragon like. If you switch her to anything that isn't the Dragon Child / the Divine Dragon, which is her promotion, then you lose out on the Liberation Sword and the other sword that you can get. Plus, you lose out on the dragon like archetype. Yeah, you still keep your dragon effectiveness.
Oh yeah, then
it's so stupid.
there's no point.
Yeah. So I have to say though, so people might hate me for this, but I'm gonna just give her a 3-star rating because I don't think she's got, like, she can do stuff, but she's not good enough to get anything higher than that, trust me. Hard mode, she actually is better, but unmanning, like, you're gonna see how hard it is for us to, like, use her if she doesn't turn out to be good. So, you have anything to add, Crystal?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna agree with you for the most part. It's she is pretty fast. She's meant to be like a dodge tank almost. But dodge tanking in this game is difficult if you don't have pair up.
Oh god, the back abuse in this game. Oh my god.
Yeah. We'll get more on pair up once we get corn. But her strength just is not really there for a class that relies completely on strength, if that makes sense. Like, usually I'm okay with like faster units having a little less strength because they can double, but in maddening mode, we're gonna see enemies with really high defense. Even like mages are gonna have defense in the 20s towards the end of the game.
And plus, like in the next few chapters, like, yes, she has a good speed growth, but you're gonna see, like, in the next few chapters, you're gonna see Pegasus Knights that are gonna have like 14 speed in chapter 3.
Yep.
That is insane
so
for this game.
Yeah, so I will also give her a 3 out of 5. I still think she's good. She's usable, and her dragon typing allows her to use emblems like better than anyone else.
Like,
you know, emblems get a lot of bonuses, so it just depends. Like, I usually will stick her with Marth or Tiki, actually.
yeah.
She's really good with Tiki.
Well, yeah, well, Tiki's good with anyone because she has the Star Sphere, which, oh my god. And yes, I actually have like
really
I have like an app that calculates like the character, the class, their total, and plus also with the Star Sphere and also their stat caps.
Oh, I love that.
If you want, I can send you a link to it.
Yeah, hell yeah, I want that.
I'll do it like when we're done for today.
Yeah.
Like seriously, you want to know what her max cap is as a Divine Dragon for strength?
What?
It's 42.
For speed or for strength?
For strength. Speed is 44.
She's never gonna get to 42. What are you talking about?
No, but that's her cap though.
Yeah, I know, but like that's insane.
Yeah, I know, but that's like if you like obviously like are playing on normal or something with like using second skills like constantly.
Right.
Next up is Vander, our Jagan archetype. So I just need to actually scroll through down to him. I'm so glad I actually have this. I discovered this the other day. I'm so glad someone made this. Let's see, Paladin, and he is an Axe Paladin. All Paladins also share the same growth rate, so even if you like switch into like Sword or Lance, it's not going to really change anything. He is your Jagan for the most part. Like he is your Jagan archetype, though he has. I find that's weird though because he has the growth rates to actually like keep up with the rest of your team if you consistently use him. And I've seen like playthroughs where people actually were like using him in like chapter 17, where he actually was like killing like units like Gris and like Malvier. And he's pretty good for the early game. Like he's obviously not going to stick around. Like people drop him as early as like chapter like 5 or something. I usually keep him until I get like Diamants or something because he can't keep up with the rest of your team. Like you need like for maddening mode, you definitely need a unit with bulk. And Vander, I feel like does bring it like 40 HP, 10 defense, 8 res. Like you're not gonna have units with those types of stats, and he can do considerable damage. He's not gonna be doubling, but he is literally that of a Jagan. So yeah, and I was wondering, you know, I'm actually gonna give him 5 out of 5 stars because I find that his tankiness and durability is just so useful early on in maddening mode for him. And plus, he has S rank and axes, and early on you do get an A rank axe because of DLC. That's free DLC that can really make him like just like really like punish, like do a lot of damage to enemies if you don't want him to kill. So, and also he has his own personal skill, Alabaster Duty. This is good for like support early on, but I have to say like later on this is not going to matter that much. Like
yeah, it's good for this chapter.
Yeah, it's good for this chapter and the next few chapters, but this is really not going to matter that much because the enemies are going to have like luck that this is not even going to factor into combat.
Right.
So yeah, that's all I have to say about Vander. Do you have anything to add, Crystal?
Oh, you're not going to like what I say about Vander.
Oh, I have prepared.
Okay, keep in mind though, I'm a person that doesn't like Jagans.
I've noticed.
Yeah. So with Vander, I get rid of him as soon as reasonably possible.
Damn.
Yeah. I really don't like him. He's useful for this chapter. Like, don't get me wrong, early chapters he's very useful. He's very good for like just raw damage to set up kills for other units, which is what a Jagan is supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And like you said, he is pretty bulky. I just find that he just doesn't do it for me. I've never really, I don't know. I just can't. You know, if you use him too much in the early levels, he's just gonna sap experience. And on maddening, experience allocation is vital for a good playthrough. Mm-hmm. He does serve his purpose for these first few chapters. So I'll give him a 2.
Oh my god,
I'm
Jesus.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
but
I was expecting him to at least give him a 3.
I'm sorry. I
can
hate
fight.
Jagan.
Alright, so yeah, as you can see, like without the thicket, like that's 66, and like these guys, like the brigand at the top, like goes for like Clan and Fram. We're not gonna talk about them yet because they're not actually our units.
Yeah.
And like, let me see, are these guys? Yeah, these guys are considered backup, but for some reason the backup never comes into play here.
Yeah, and break doesn't happen either.
Yeah. Which, thank God. Yeah, we'll talk about we're going to talk about the break mechanic when it comes into play next chapter. And yeah, unit types, we already talked about this. Cavalry units are pretty good, like, but the thing, like, movement for cavalry is so low, like 6 for a promoted cavalry.
6.
Yeah.
And other units, once they're promoted, have 5. So, like...
There are too many of them. Divine One! Get out of here!
And also, this entire scene right here is like scripted. Like Clan Prime get very low, but they. Yeah, as you can see, that Alabaster Beauty definitely coming into play here.
Right.
Yeah. Oh wait, what the hell? Did they not? Oh, I thought they would actually like attack me.
Are you all right?
Usually
I
they
thought
do.
they would too.
Clan, Fram, it's not safe for you here. Retreat to the castle.
Yeah. So now, yeah, Clan just sticks himself in front. He can take 2 hits from that guy.
These enemies are formidable indeed. Divine One, please use a vulnerary if you are wounded.
Well, no need to, because I dodged that attack. And yeah, as you can see, Roxie Moxie can literally just like do pretty good damage. She can like 2.
This time, victory was mine.
Defeat a corrupted foe. Alright. And well, as you can see for Vander, like this this is why they don't damage him, because he does 0 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. On Manning,
Yeah.
the AI is very advanced.
Yeah, they will not attack you if they do 0 damage or have 0 hit, unless there's pair up, or not pair up, backup units.
I gotta
Yeah.
protect Fram.
Like the AI in this
Rotten
game is like the
monsters, don't
smartest I've
scare
ever
me.
seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and on hard mode, it's different because they actually will like suicide themselves on you. But on
Yeah, they
Manning,
will.
They will not. They are very smart, which I am not against.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's
won't
refreshing.
forget
It's
you.
like, yeah, why would an enemy attack you if they can't damage you?
Yeah. Compared to other games, like we haven't seen an AI this smart since Conquest, where they actually did do that. Where in certain chapters, or where on Conquest, the enemy wouldn't attack you because they would do no damage.
That's why I like Conquest. Because enemies had skills, the AI wasn't that stupid, you
Yeah.
know, like.
And then, like, but with this game, like the enemy is like the AI is very smart, but I find that it's very like bullshitty when they get certain skills that I can't. If you guys have
Yeah.
seen my last video of my first playthrough, you guys will hear me bitch about the enemy exclusive skills. Yeah, as you can see, this
Yeah.
scene is completely screwed.
I wish that we could get the stance skills.
Really? Out of all the skills you want to get,
I
you want to
had
get
to
those?
stop you.
I mean, that's not the only one.
Yeah.
But,
Or
like,
triangle depth.
It's like, it's so, you know, like
More
Marnie
enemies.
gets
They
steady
just keep
stance,
coming.
and it's like, I wish I could put that on my tank.
Yeah. Like steady stance, holding stance, like they get the blow skills, which Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The
I know.
triangle depth, the breaker skills, which fuck those.
Yeah, come on.
Trying
You
to
know?
protect me. I should be protecting you. If only I could.
My Mary,
Somehow.
I need my Mary Sue ring now.
Right.
You must remember.
You must. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm just like
said that?
remembering like if I actually named her yet.
Mufasa sounding ass.
The ring.
Remember.
Know that my strength can be yours.
I know that voice.
If
I do
ever
like
we
this
cross
music.
paths
though.
again,
Like the
I
engagement
hope you
thing.
will remember me. Indeed, that you will remember all of us who took up arms to fight by your side.
The 12 emblems.
Divine One?
I love how in last scene Vander didn't have his horse and now he does.
You must
Right.
leave this alone!
Don't worry.
It's like what did he
please.
like?
I'm
Does he
not
like?
alone.
Like I never understood scenes like that, like cutscenes.
Help me. Lend me your strength in this fight. Shine on, emblem of beginnings.
And it goes from the in-game cutscene to the CG
I
one.
love this cutscene.
And I love the music of the ring of the hero.
Known as Marth. Emblem Marth, to be clear.
God, I love this music.
I know.
And
I
this,
love that cutscene.
And this
So
cutscene,
pretty.
this corrupted. My God,
Right.
this guy is formidable. Like seriously, look at this guy.
Right. What's with this dude in particular?
And I love this right here, where they literally just like cross slash it. Oh my god, I love that scene. I don't like this scene. Cool.
Our cheerleaders over there.
We did it. Thanks for your help, truly.
Of course. It is good to see you. I was able to answer your call because you remembered me.
Do my eyes deceive me? Or is that an emblem of legend?
Vander is having a crazy day, man.
Yeah.
Clan,
Poor
get to
dude.
safety now.
Right.
And now he has his fire tone back. Like, what the hell happened?
Right.
Well, I'm glad this game actually like makes like the corrupted feel like a threat, but
With your help,
because like the
we might
Risen
just make
from
it.
Awakening,
Will you
the
join us?
the Faceless from
Of course.
Fates, like they did not feel like
I will
threat.
fight alongside you from here forward. Your ally until the very end.
Hint, hint, he's gonna leave at the end. So yeah, now we have Mart. So we're gonna talk about the emblems. We have access to the ring chamber. We're not gonna talk about the emblems on the map that they join because there's gonna be a lot of talking. Plus, you guys are gonna understand when we actually break down the units. But for now, here's Marth. He gives us the perceptive skill, which this is a pretty good skill. Which like this is definitely helpful for Roxie. When you engage with him, he will actually give you Divine Speed, which Divine Speed is really good with dragons. Like, it's basically Soul. It's literally a better version of Soul because it recovers the
It's
HP
really nice.
damage to the... Because Soul only did 50%, here it's 100. But it's understandable because you only do the extra attack at 50% damage, so it's in a way Soul, but kind of not at the same time. And Lodestar Rush, which we've already seen. He gives us the Rapier, which is useful, not this chapter, but next chapter will be. And Vander, let's see, how is he doing down below? Oh, actually, we can give this skill to Vander. Oh!
Underestimate me at your
Yo.
You underestimate me at your peril. Oh, land a critical hit, thank you. Yeah, also, Krista, what do you think of the achievements in the scene? Like, do you like them?
I like them. I think they're interesting. Like when they say like, "Oh, you have participated in 2,500 combats," and I'm like, "Wow!"
I was like, or like
Great.
played for like 48 hours. It's like, really, it's been that time.
Right.
I like it because like we've never had like a Nintendo console or like a Fire Emblem game where like told us like gave us like achievements. It's like
Yeah,
damn,
I love it. I think
accomplished.
it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Here until the end.
All right, now I'm actually going to engage.
Lend me a
Emblem,
strength.
engage. Oh my god, yeah, these guys. Oh, actually, I wonder if they're even gonna attack now.
This is it.
Damn.
I cannot afford to lose.
And I also love like how the emblems or like how the characters when they're engaged like voice like lines from like specific characters.
I love that so much.
My favorite.
Bro.
I swear to God.
I live to fight again.
I hope that's not your last fight. Please, I swear. Oh my God, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Yeah, expect it. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Who's the Divine Speed? In case you guys don't know, first level up. Let's see how bad it is. Oh God, here we go. Oh my God, seriously?
That was actually good.
I actually saw someone get billed on that first level. Good.
I have before. I've gotten billed on my first level with her before.
I have not.
It's crazy. I was like, damn, the whole game
I remember when
is not going to be like this.
I remember when I first got Leaf, like I had to give my Alir build +3 because they did not get a single point of build the entire time since I got Leaf.
Oh my god.
Like that's 10 chapters we're talking.
Divine One. Vander. Thanks for saving us.
Yeah. And, sorry. This all happened because we ran ahead.
I'm the one who should apologize. You put yourselves in danger trying to protect me.
And now we're actually going to
It's
start
such a
getting the
relief you're
MVP
both
because
safe
the
now.
first chapter in the prologue,
Divine
it's
One,
kind of
I
obvious
hear
who's
more
going to be the
enemies
MVP of
approaching.
this
Yeah.
chapter, so there's no point.
More? I thought we'd gotten them all.
Evidently not.
Have you not
These
seen
creatures,
reinforcements in this game
well,
already?
they're
Right.
Trust me,
into them.
oh my god. I know I'm sounding like I'm bitching a lot, but it's just this game. It deserves to be bitched about.
There's more? And they got a dragon?
I love how Lumiere was so close to killing her. Like,
I know.
if they
She
didn't
really
duck
could've
that,
just took
their
her head
head would
off.
be off.
At last, you are awake.
Literally glowing.
Yeah.
Is it really you? Yes, it's me. Thank you for saving us. What a joy it is to see you. Huh? I've waited for so long. Oh! When I sensed you had awoken, I flew here as fast as my wings would carry me. I hope you're not hurt. I'm fine. What a relief. You cannot understand how I've missed you, my dear child. Oh, you're my mother. What's the matter? Don't tell me.
Since awakening, the Divine One's memory is clouded.
I see. I'm sorry. I'm sure you weren't expecting this. No. I must apologize. I was so overcome with joy. I hugged you as hard as I could. I take this
There's
to
so
mean
much
you've forgotten
apologizing in this game, man.
Oh my
everything.
god.
I suppose it's to be expected. 1,000 years is a very long time. Vander explained that I've been sleeping since some war that happened back then. Yes. You suffered a terrible wound.
Yeah, I mean,
And
Sombron literally
and because of that
fired a laser
alone.
through your chest.
I
Right.
don't remember that. Or this world. Or anything. Don't fret, young one. I will speak to you of all you've forgotten, regardless of what you remember. I'm simply glad to have you back, my dear child. Still, this isn't the reunion you hoped for. Oh, don't worry about me. It's solace enough just to hear that sweet voice of yours, and to gaze once more into your eyes. What lovely colors they are.
Alright, so yeah, exploration. So yeah, I also found, I actually do like the map like this when I explore. I never understood this. Okay, why is the seagull here? Like, we can't go back to this area ever, so I don't understand why it's here. We can't even adopt it.
Yeah, I never understood that either.
And plus, it's even in the next map. Like, you can apparently like adopt pets, but
Thank you.
you can't. You don't have like any like. I never understood it. Like, it almost makes me feel like they were hinting towards a New Game Plus, but like they scrapped it.
Amazing.
Yeah, I wish there was New Game Plus.
Really? I kind of like it. It makes me feel like, okay, I actually have to work for something instead of like. I feel like that they should have like.
So great!
If there was a new game option, they should have like implemented it like better than they did in Three Houses. Because in Three Houses, it felt like everything could just get handed over to me. I wish I could select what got handed to me. Like my
Yeah, I wish you could do New Game Plus, but select it.
yeah, like basically like if there was a New Game Plus mode, I would like it to have like the skills that I've learned like transfer over to me, so that way I don't have to relearn them all over again. I'm just gonna make a cut here, so just you guys see my screen for a second. Just be aware of that.